This is the Class 80X. It replaced the iconic Intercity 1-5 and Intercity 2-5 trains on the Great Western Main Line and the East Coast Mainline, Class 350s on Transpennine Express, the Voyagers on the West Coast Main Line, and the Meridians on the Midland Main Line. They get a lot of hate, but is it deserved? Today, I'm riding on LNER's Class 800 to see if it's any good, and I'll be traveling in first class because why not? I started my journey about 2 hours ago at London King's Cross, where I got the old Intercity 225 stop to Stevenage. Please note that this video was filmed in summer in 2025. It is no longer possible to travel between London King's Cross and Stevenage, as you can only board trains at Stevenage heading away from London, and you can only alight at Stevenage on trains towards London. I've heard that if you sneak on, you will be charged the fare from the last station, normally Peterborough to London King's Cross, or the other way around. But anyway, I visited the lounge at London King's Cross, and I also talked about tickets and stuff in my Intercity 225 video, which you can watch here. I've been waiting at Stevenage for an hour, and my train is now arriving. There was a train an hour earlier, but I decided not to get it as it was an Intercity 225, and also just wanted to spend some time here and record a transpotting video. Watch that here. Getting on the train, seating is in a 2x1 layout, which is quite normal for first class, although you can find some shorter distance trains with 2x2 seating in first class. There's a lot of solo seats and tables of 4, but unfortunately not many bays of 2. I think there are only 2 bays of 2 on this 5-car train. Some of the bays of 4 should be converted into 2 airline-style seats. On the 9-car trains, there are some parts with 2 airline seats near the end of the carriage, but still not enough. Immediately, someone came around checking tickets, but I didn't record it. I also noticed the headrests have been changed, and I prefer the look of the old headrests. I don't know how hard or soft the old headrests were, so I can't comment on which one is better. There is a way to remove these headrests if you want, but I couldn't figure it out. I don't know why the brunch menu is left on the table, because this train should have the deli menu. I noticed here seats 22 and 23 said they were reserved from Stevenage to London King's Cross. I don't have any recordings, but when I booked my tickets online, there was an issue that stopped me from choosing my return seats. Instead, it chose my seats for me, and when I opened the seat picker, it only let me select standard class seats. At the time, they recently changed their UI, and with new things, there's almost always some issue. It's not a bad thing, and it happens to most things. Whether it's DLR trains that forgot how to brake, or Discord introducing a new feature that doesn't work. I found a way to reserve seats 20 and 25 instead, which were 2 solo seats. I thought it'd be smart enough to remove the reservations for seats 22 and 23, but I guess not. That's annoying, especially on a 5-car train, but it wasn't busy anyway. This was all in August. I'm assuming this is fixed now, but I'm not spending money just to check that. Luggage can be stored on the racks or between or under seats. I don't remember if there were stacks, but honestly, there's enough space here. I wouldn't put my luggage in the racks anyway. I'd rather keep it under my seat so I can access it, and it's safer with me compared to the racks. Although I've never traveled with luggage except for a small backpack, so I don't know how well that works in practice. There does seem to be space under the table here on solo seats, but this table leg is a bit in the way. I've heard people say this table leg gets in the way of legroom, and I forgot if it got in the way of my legs, to be honest. The seats are quite comfortable, although I don't like the material on it. I think leather would be nicer, like the Intercity 225. They recline though, and it doesn't affect the person behind you. I love the idea of reclining seats, but you only get it in first class. I assumed fully reclined is best, but I actually preferred it to be more upright. About halfway was good for me. The headrest was a bit annoying though. We have window blinds, not curtains like the Intercity 225, but still good. Armrests are decently wide. Plug sockets too, one for each person and USB Type A. Although I don't like the position, I'd prefer it to be flat on the table in the corner. Retractable coat hooks. The electronic seat reservations are nice, and the light next to them can be red, orange, or green, so you can easily tell if the seat is available. The announcements are great.
LNER Azuma to London King's Cross. We will call at London King's Cross only.
BTP ones are done by someone else though.
CCTV is in operation on this service for your safety and security. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to our onboard team or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
Passing the Emirates Stadium now, which means we're very close to London. Overall, these trains are great. The only issue is the seats being fabric rather than leather, and the headrest is just annoying. Also note that there was no food. However, I was expecting this as they can't serve food so close to the end of the route, and I was offered food on the Intercity 225, and I spoke about it there. Anyway, that's it for today. Bye.